From vast open fields to the most rugged mountain landscapes, wild boars are increasingly challenged by the skill, strategy, and persistence of professional hunters. Footage collected from various regions around the world highlights moments of precise marksmanship, strategic teamwork, and high-stakes pursuit. These dramatic scenes offer a rare glimpse into the ongoing effort to control wild boar populations that continue to grow and spread unchecked. The first location in this journey takes viewers to the grasslands of Queensland, Australia. In this region, towering reeds create an ideal environment for wild boars to hide and move unnoticed. A seasoned tracker, accompanied by a team of trained hunting dogs, begins scanning the area for fresh signs of movement. Within 10 minutes, the dogs signal the presence of a nearby animal. As the tracker moves closer, a dark figure is seen blending into the reeds. With a steady aim, a single shot is fired. The boar falls immediately, lying still among the tall grass, an efficient and humane conclusion. Thousands of kilometers away in Texas, the sun begins to set over rice fields known for frequent wild boar activity. At precisely 6 p.m., a marksman quietly takes position, using thermal imaging to observe the terrain. Soon after, a large boar estimated at over 500 pounds is spotted foraging. A single, well-placed shot brings the animal down instantly, helping prevent potential damage to local farmland. In France's Allure Valley, a region known for its fertile lands, disturbed soil signals recent activity. As dusk approaches, a wild boar herd begins to return. Once in view, a carefully timed gunshot brings down the lead animal. Though additional shots are fired, the remaining herd escapes into the valley's protective cover. Further north in Brandenburg, Germany, dense woodland presents a very different challenge. Here, wild boars find shelter in thick brush and uneven terrain. A tracking team moves in, with dogs trained to detect even the most hidden signs of movement. As soon as the dogs alert, a large boar bursts from cover. A swift and precise response neutralizes the animal before it can retreat. The pursuit continues to the Ural Mountains, where winter, snow, and rocky slopes create a difficult hunting environment. On a rare sunny day, wild boars are seen venturing from their shelters to absorb warmth. Within minutes, one is spotted resting on open snow. A carefully aimed shot echoes across the mountainside. The herd scatters, but the targeted boar is found lying still in the snow. In a nearby frost-covered forest, known for its silence and dense cover, another encounter unfolds. Just 15 minutes after arriving, a dark shape emerges from behind a thicket. The marksman acts quickly. A follow-up shot ensures the animal cannot flee, bringing the sequence to a definitive close. Wild boars can reach weights of up to 300 pounds and possess powerful tusks. Their presence results in significant agricultural damage, threats to livestock, and occasional risks to human safety. Traditional containment methods, such as fencing or traps, often prove ineffective against their strength and intelligence. As a result, coordinated hunting operations have become a critical measure in controlling wild boar populations, particularly in high-risk areas. In many cases, hunters are supported by teams of specially trained dogs that serve not only as trackers, but as vital early warning systems, capable of identifying danger before it reaches the team. This effort to manage wild boar threats is more than a sport or tradition, it is a necessary response to protect local ecosystems, farms, and communities. The work is intense, physically demanding, and often takes place in remote, dangerous terrain. But for those involved, it is a mission grounded in balance and responsibility. Stay tuned to witness how these professionals navigate some of the world's most challenging environments, armed not just with tools and training, but with an unwavering commitment to wildlife management and environmental stewardship. In certain regions, especially those covered in dense, towering grass, the environment provides ideal concealment for wild boars. In one such area, a team of experienced hunters entered cautiously, splitting into designated positions. Within just 10 minutes, the hunting dogs began barking intensely from within the thicket, an unmistakable sign that prey was nearby. As attention shifted toward the sound, a large wild boar suddenly charged from the grass. Without delay, the team responded. A series of coordinated shots were fired, bringing the animal down swiftly in the undergrowth. The team then advanced further, continuing the mission to locate additional targets. In the distance, several wild boars appeared, foraging calmly among thick grasses. Rather than rushing the opportunity, the team waited patiently in concealment. When the moment was right, a well-executed volley of shots echoed through the swamp. The results were immediate, precise, effective, and efficient. This region, rich in food sources, continues to attract wild boars in significant numbers. Within 15 minutes, another hunter identified a target. A boar burst from the reeds, but was quickly neutralized by a single, accurate shot. With binoculars, the group scanned the landscape from a concealed vantage point. Below, a herd of wild boars wandered across the forest floor, unaware of their surroundings. A carefully timed shot followed. One boar fell instantly, while the rest scattered in alarm. Further within the dense palm thickets, another target emerged. As it stepped out from behind a palm tree, it was met with a well-aimed shot. The animal collapsed immediately, brought down before it could react. Navigating these swampy areas poses serious challenges. The terrain is uneven, muddy, and potentially hazardous. Yet the threat posed by wild boars is even more pressing. These animals, with sharp tusks and incredible strength, are capable of inflicting significant damage. In places like Texas, they have devastated farmland, tearing through crops and leaving behind thousands of dollars in losses, sometimes overnight. Traditional control methods such as traps, poison, or fencing often fail. This has led to increased reliance on well-trained hunters to manage the population and minimize the destruction. In this environment, clues like hoofprints and damaged vegetation guide hunters deeper into the wilderness. Moonlight occasionally breaks through, revealing wild boars moving confidently, seemingly unfazed by the nearby presence. One particularly large boar stood out as it foraged under the moonlight. A calm, precise shot was taken. Though wounded, the animal managed to flee into the brush. A hunting dog was released to follow its trail, and after pushing through dense vegetation, the team located it, motionless. As the search continued into the night, a subtle rustling sound was detected ahead. With the aid of infrared optics, the movement of another boar came into clear view. A deliberate shot was fired, and the animal dropped on the spot. As darkness deepened and temperatures dropped, the activity of wild boars only increased. Moving in groups, they traversed the forest under the cover of night in search of food. The team continued their pursuit, determined to reduce the threat. Each sighting was met with precise, calculated action, ensuring both safety and effectiveness in this essential wildlife management effort. A clean, well-placed shot brought down one of the wild boars immediately, while the others used the momentary confusion to retreat into the cover of night. Future encounters would demand greater vigilance to prevent further escapes. Upon receiving a signal from a nearby team, hunters advanced toward an agricultural field where a group of wild boars had been actively damaging the area. This time, one team member executed a series of precise shots, successfully neutralizing several targets. From boars hidden in the dense vegetation to those lingering near the field's edge, all that were sighted were swiftly intercepted. The region was experiencing a surge in wild boar activity. Reports indicated that some had even broken into livestock enclosures, causing considerable damage. Despite several hours of coordinated tracking and action, the number of boars encountered was still only a fraction of the total expected in the area. The entire hunting group repositioned quickly, knowing the task was far from complete. Using thermal imaging equipment, a large wild boar was spotted moving along the edge of the forest. As time passed, more silhouettes emerged, wild boars venturing out to forage under the cover of darkness. From over 100 meters away, a stable firing position was selected, and the largest among the group was singled out. A single, steady shot brought it down instantly, prompting the rest to flee into the forest. The pursuit continued deeper into the woods. One lone boar was later observed moving through the grass with little urgency. Once again, the team responded with precision. These animals, known for their strength and sharp tusks, are capable of causing extensive agricultural damage in a short time. Their behavior is both bold and elusive, often navigating narrow trails and exhibiting aggression when cornered. For the protection of crops, livestock, and community safety, Hunters must act swiftly and responsibly. The ongoing mission aims to mitigate this impact through careful population management. At dawn, the team embarked on a new search, this time heading toward a mountainous region. Accompanied by highly trained hunting dogs specialized in tracking wild boars, the group moved to a pre-scouted location. Within minutes of arrival, the dogs began barking intensely, a clear sign of nearby movement. A large wild boar suddenly emerged from the undergrowth, attempting to flee from pursuit. At the moment of exposure, one of the hunters responded immediately. The boar was stopped in its tracks. The area fell silent for about 15 minutes. Then, from deeper within the forest, the barking resumed, sharper and more urgent. The team repositioned quickly, scanning for movement. A boar charged out of the brush. Another well-timed shot followed, halting it mid-run. The group continued climbing the slope as the dogs barked again from the lower area. Investigating the sound, they found another wild boar that attempted to charge uphill. A calm, decisive shot was taken, bringing it down effectively. At the base of the mountain, another team was in place to intercept any animals trying to retreat. Under pressure, one wild boar broke cover. A team member, already in position, raised his rifle and brought the target down as it attempted to flee. Soon after, a boar driven out by the dogs was spotted. Its path was tracked carefully. A precise shot followed, echoing across the area. Another team member signaled that one had escaped the perimeter. Using location tracking via phone, the team redirected to intercept the fleeing animal. The sound of hunting dogs barking in the forest grew louder, indicating close pursuit. As the boar ran through a clearing, it was once again brought into clear sight. A focused shot followed, marking the end of that phase of the operation.